Dogs, what's up? How we doing? Good morning. Good morning. Let's get into it. We have got some data issues on my screen. That's right. I'm missing like an hour of data. I close my NinjaTrader, I open it, and we're missing data. But we've got backfilled 10? Is that 10? Maybe 11? About 10 bars now. So I think we're about good to go. My ATR looks back 10 candles. So I think we're pretty much good. I'm just missing that chunk of context, but the screen's behind me. I know what's going on. So we're good. We're good. It's just the bar numbers are going to be all fucked up all day. That's okay. Let's get into it. All right. We are 254 out. Let's do it. That's right. Data issues. It's June 2026, big dog. It is no longer, it's like it's April 2026. Data issues, this is unacceptable. And I'm pissed. But we've got work to do, so let's see what we can do. See what we can put together here today. All right. About halfway through the close of this bar, volatility is big. It's reasonably high. We're in the 80s on the ATR, at least on my ATR. Which is great. Midday, 80s on a 5-minute NQ, tremendous. But we've got that thin order book, and you can tell, not only because of the wicks, but when you watch this price movement, it's been happening like all morning. You guys know, you've been watching it. You watch it, it'll kind of get stuck for like 3 seconds, and then it'll jump 7 points. We've got a thin book with high volatility, so we just got to be aware of that. Corey, my man, how we doing? Good morning. Stratton Nathan, what's up? Jackson, big man, how we doing? Big E, Mike, Stu, DK, O'Dare. Got the whole gang, man. Whole crew showed up. All right, minute 25 out. Let's see. I gotta tell you, I'm a little uncomfortable having this gap on my screen. But context to me, I've got plenty. We're dealing with a range, aren't we? So let's take a peek. We can get some work done. How are you guys doing? Have you guys been scalping or more intraday swings today? Or in between in the day trading area? Scalping, yeah. Yeah, we've got a big trade range, so I'm probably going to be doing some scalping as well. Here on stream. Alright. 15 seconds here till the close. Ooh. All right, 29 is going to be an inside close. I'm going to pull up the look on my phone here. Oh, yeah. All right, so... You know, the argument, I gotta tell you, the argument for the soft bull channel, while it was there up until bar, I'd say bar 25, especially 26, not to mention the wick high of 27 struggling, and now bar 30, we're certainly turning into a sideways range, so I will trade it like a sideways range. Way to get nice and zoomed in here. Ridiculous. Yes, I'm aware I'm missing some bars. That's alright, I've got the data's working fine on mobile. But the data feed, I've seen some other people having this issue today. It's no big deal, it doesn't matter. I know what the context is, we're looking at a sideways range. The only thing that the only problem I suppose this presents is the bar count. Which is fine. Alright, 250 out here. So this range, as far as width, we're looking at about 140-ish points. Alright, trying to take out the wick low of 19, or I guess the open of 19. Bears taking that out just a tad. Having a little trouble with follow through as the bar approaches ATR on the range. See this down here? You know, it was really interesting. Overnight, we had this slow grind higher. I mean, obviously, we had this huge jump here. And then we kind of slow grind higher, and then we got stuck. Right at 28.9 for hours. It was like 4 hours. And then off the open, you know, bar 7, we popped through 29K and then fade hard. Which leads you to wonder, is 29,000 almost being seen as an issue here? It makes me think, like, psychologically, we ran a poll yesterday and all of you guys, like 80% of you, said that we're heading to 27,000 before we head back to 30,000. And given the volatility and the price action for the last, at least, few trading days, it makes you wonder if the market's uncomfortable reclaiming 29K because it thinks we need more downside. Now, this is, of course, more of a macro discussion in terms of price, not necessarily technicals. But I wonder where your guys' updated thoughts on that sit here this morning. You're allowed to change your mind, man. All right, we got bar 30, watching 31 very carefully. We can get a nice clean bear close out of 31. All of a sudden, I'm interested. Now remember, my bar count's gonna be a little bit different because I'm missing some bars. This damn data issue! It's all right. All right. Should I do it? Should I bet on the trading range? Yeah, I'll bet on the trading range. Ooh. There we go. Take a fill, risk the wick low of this bar here. And if the bears want to take that out, all of a sudden, I may have to flip short on the close of this bar. But first, I want to see if that trading range wants to hold up. Just a scalp. All right, bulls. Do it to him, man. Let's get a fade back in that range. Those bears aren't ready for the breakout, not yet. It's quite the wick backside, bulls. I'll take that. Gonna need some more follow through, though. Those bears want it. They're gonna have to snap up that context of range to convince me to get short, though. I will if necessary. We're 1 minute and 25 out. All right, 45 seconds here. Those bears want it. Let's see what they got and if they can close it up nice and clean. All right, 12 seconds. Let's see. Beautiful close, gotta place it. Take it, bears, they will take it. Now I need some follow through, bears. You said you don't want the trading range, so give it to me. Don't do it. I don't want back to back. No, no, no. Fade it, bears. I want what, about 200 points? His target? ATR, we're sitting 78, by the way. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness, you balls. They're eyeing that range. They want it. They want it. It took guts to put it on back-to-back. Now let's see if the bears want to pay me for it. Fade that thing. Off a cliff. Go. We don't have time for this. I want new low a day, baby. Well, back to break even here on the trade. Bears, you bunch of babies off a cliff! There you go, let's keep that pushing. $38 flashed. It's not quite there. One tick, literally, I saw 39.75. Beauty. That's fucking disgusting. All right, keep it pushing. Keep it pushing. All right. Now, as far as range, we've got almost 100 points here on this bar. I gotta tell you, I can't stand not having my bars numbered properly because I'm missing. Anyway. All right, there's a huge wick up top on what I'll call 32. Sizable wick. Not huge, but on bottom. Plus, it's a little bit, it's definitely, you know, the biggest bar we've had since this bull body back here. It's also a tad far. Well, I suppose, you know, it's within reason for a stop hunt, but being that we have basically a big, giant trading range, it doesn't get me all pumped up about a stop hunt. Wouldn't have gotten a fill anyway, which I kind of figured here. All right, let's watch how this bar acts. Yeah, let me pull up the full-blown chart here on my phone again. So we got the true bar 19, right? Wait a second. What the fuck is going on? Why? Someone want to explain to me why the data is completely different across data providers on the same instrument? Oh, I see. You know what probably happened? 18 must have cut out mid-bar, huh? 18 must have cut out mid-bar. I see. Okay, so we got low. Down just below 28.6. About, what, 75 points beneath the wick low of bar 3. Alright, understood. We're set, baby. By the way, it changes nothing about those two trades I just took, but does change the stop hunt mentality. Javaz, big dog, how we doing? Yeah, Trevor, I appreciate you, big man. Yeah, the reloading historical data doesn't help me. I need to, I probably need to restart everything, including my PC. But I don't care enough to do that right now. So, 2 minutes out, let's see. Let's see, I now have the visual in my mind. I know what these missing bars look like, we're good. I imagine we're in probably a big old trading range. Is the context. Man, what a profit take on this bar, huh? Damn near bottom ticked that son of a gun. All right, 30 seconds out here. Let's see how this guy closes up. Trevor says, I bottom ticked it for a couple more than a half ATR. Yeah, beauty. Beauty, we love that. There's definitely, you know, there's certainly a discretionary aspect. It's not all of it at all, but there's a discretionary aspect to profit target selection. Half ATR, whole R, 2R, 3/4 of an ATR. Depends on the look. All right, so we've got that 20 EMA worth mentioning, kind of in the middle of this big range, if you want to look at it as such. All right. All right, poll time. All right, polls out. Hit it. Hit it. And then we'll go full port inverse chat. Every account, baby. 10 minis each. Philly Phantom. Well, welcome back, brother. No, I turned the tone, whatever you call it, on the voice changer down. That's it. All right, so we've got 27% of you are bullish, 42% bearish, 30% think we're heading sideways within about a 100-point range. That's pretty tight, man. ATR is 81. You range folks, you guys are nuts. All right, Bears. There we go. Let's do it, man. 4 minutes, 18 seconds out till the close here of this current bar. Let's see if the Bears want to take us lower. Give me a nice clean bear close. I would need it quite a bit below this wick low here. Because, I mean, you've got 15 minutes here of single bar sideways range. That's not nothing. I'm willing to overlook the one bull body if this bar, this current bar, can close like here. Kind of thread the needle. Low enough beneath that wick low to convince me that we're not just heading right back into the range, but not so much that it becomes an outsized bar. So we got to thread the needle here on the current body, see if that can close up. 3 minutes, 30 seconds out. Come on, Bears, having a little trouble down here with this wick low. I think those bulls are seeing that little range, getting excited, especially on a lower time frame, by the way. You look at like a 1 minute chart. That's going to look even more like a sideways trend range, right? So let's see if the Bears can get us lower. Good work so far. All right, ATR sitting at 80. Range on this bar in the high 60s so far. Minute 20. Range on this bar growing a tad, pulling up to a full ATR, about 80 on the range. All right. 20 seconds out. Bulls wicking that guy back. Ooh, get that order ready. Move him away. I'm going to give that 15 seconds. If the Bears want it, I want to be involved. But if they don't want it, no harm done. I'll just pull it. 5 seconds. No fill, no trade. I gotta pull it. I gave it 16. I cheated a little bit. No fill, no trade. Moving on, watching this bar. All right. Tell you guys what, let's do a golden bar giveaway while we wait here for the next setup. Here's what we'll do. We'll do $100 cash. Let's just do that. We'll do $100 cash. Put your Cash App in the chat right now. I will select 2 of you. You'll go head to head for the golden bar. And whoever wins, I'll Cash App you $100 right now. That sound fun? Should we do it? Wait, oh, come on, guys. You at least gotta give the 100 likes. I mean, hit the like button, dude. Come on. Nope, Cash App. Do not make my life inconvenient. If you don't have Cash App, I guess you're fucked, big dog. All right, ready? All right, Global Gia, Canada Raf, are you both here? By the way, Bull's taking this baby higher. Minute 15 out. All right, they're here. I need whoever picks first gets it. The other one gets the other side. The next bar. We're 60 seconds out from the start. Bullish or bearish? I need both you on one side. We're on opposite sides, right? Whoever types in the chat, bullish or bearish for the next bar, gets it, and the other person gets the other side. All right, Global Gia, your message came through first. Fair is fair. Next bar, Global Gia's got bearish. If it closes as a bear body, Global is getting sent some cash. Canada, you got bullish, big dog. Sorry, too slow. Canada's got bullish. If it closes as a bull body, the next bar, not this bar, the next bar, Canada's getting sent some cash. All right, ready? Here we go. This is it. Golden bar, you got 5 minutes. We got Global as bearish, Canada bullish, and me looking for a trade in the meantime. Canada looking good so far, big man. Three minutes, 10 seconds. Again, if you don't know what's going on, we got a golden bar going on right now. Two people in the chat head to head, $100 cash. Canada has got the bullish body. If this bar closes up green, he wins. Global's got bearish. If this bar reverses, closes up red, they're getting some money. And I'm looking for trades to put on in the meantime. 240 out. Looking good, Canada. I don't know. All right, bull's pulling us back up into the range here. Pretty big body here. We got what, about 75, 80 points in range? HR sitting 78. Holy shit. Canada? I don't know, dude. You imagine this reverses? Holy shit. 55 seconds. Look at this. Canada didn't even want bullish. She just got bullish by default. Guess this was the right bar to do it on, huh? Golden bar closing up here 30 seconds out. A lot can happen in 30 seconds. I don't know, man. You imagine we get a reversal headline? This thing reverses. Global for the dub. Hey, Canada, get that Cash App ready. I want it in the chat. No mistakes. Once I send it, I don't think I can take it back. And by the way, if you don't have Cash App, you should probably get one because I'm going to give away cash here on stream. Holy shit. Global, thanks for playing, big dog. Canada, Cash App in the chat. I'm getting it going right now. It's loaded up, man. Who do I send it to? Holy shit. Canada, time is money, big dog. Where is it? There it is, my man. Raphael, is that correct? Raphael? We got it. All done, homeboy. Enjoy. All right, bar 38. Got it. Canada received payment for winning Golden Bar. My man, thank you for confirming it in the chat. I appreciate you doing so. All right. Okay, 240 out here from the close of 38. Well, my 38. It's not actually bar 38 because I got this data gap back here. But let's see what we get here. That thing blasted. What was the range on that bar? Golden bar, yeah. Almost 400 points. Crazy. Taking out 29,000. Ridiculous. By the way, Take Profit Trader here is back, baby. 40% off. You will not pay the $130 activation fee either. Code BIG, B-I-G. Daily payouts. Go hit it, man. Take Profit Trader. 40% off, no activation fee, code BIG, B-I-G. All right. Look at these bars. This is insane. This is insane. I know it's very tempting to trade, but clearly, no shit, right? We've got news. We've got news, and news, unfortunately, can reverse on a dime, especially when it's like a statement. The news is Trump. He said, I have canceled scheduled strikes and bombings against Iran this evening. All right, that's going to suck ATR way the hell up to 108 points. Yeah, you know, you gotta watch it. I think Trump, he's in his brokerage account right now, man, loading up. What do you guys think? About 7,500 NQ contracts short. But he's picking up the iPhone again to send this bitch back down to 27,000. All right, we're about halfway through this bar here, sitting as a bare body right now. Okay, 52 seconds till this bar closes up. So when I was running this poll before, we had what, about 20% of you said higher? I guess we don't have too many insider traders here in the chat. All right, guys. Hey, give me 2 minutes. Be right back. Don't you go anywhere. All right. What's up, man? We're back. Okay, here. So we've got the Bears trying to close this guy up. We're 47 seconds out from the close this current 5-minute bar here on NQ. Now, on a smaller time frame, these 4 bars would look like a soft bull channel now trying to turn into a sideways trading range. So let's see if they can take out the wick low of this last bull body here. Bull bar, I should say. All right, bears take out the wick low of this last bull bar. Now eyeing this wick low here. Bears barely taking out this wick low here, having a little bit of trouble getting down through. We got 3.5 minutes. That's all the time in the world. ATR sitting 113. 113 on the ATR. Big Trev, how we doing? Pull a 1 minute chart here. You see this? See what I mean? Got a big sideways range now. You have this soft bull channel, but really this is a big sideways trading range. Don't overthink the lines. Put them where you think the average of like 100,000 traders and algos would put it. Man, ATR even here on the 1 minute chart is 50! Crazy! Head back to the 5 minute here. Look at a 2 minute chart. Yeah, this 2 minute bar is closing up in about 30 seconds. 1 minute arguably looks cleaner right now. Here's a 1 minute chart. Man, 5 bars in a row on the 1 minute. Of nothing! Whole bunch of sideways action. Let's head back to a 5 minute and see. 325 out from the close of this bar, this current bar. Come on now, please don't tell me we're just gonna range up here. That would be, I don't know if surprising is the right word. Because after moves like this, that's actually not the most uncommon thing. Market finds a price they agree on and ranges within a couple hundred points, maybe 150-ish points. But that always sucks, right? Because you end up with a little sideways range. We don't want a little sideways range. We want, well, as always, we want a trend. But if we're not going to get a trend, I'll take a soft channel. But all things considered, a 150-point wide trading range seems really wide, right? But when ATR on a 5-minute chart is 110, all of a sudden it's not. That's a single bar sideways range, isn't it? Head back to a 1 minute here and see what's going on. Alright, we've got an inside close on that last body here. 25 seconds out from the close here. Ooh, that wick. Sizable wick there. No trade for me. Let's pop over to a 2. Pressing through the center, up into the upper third now of that range. It's not the most developed range in the world. Let's go back to a 5 here and see what's going on. It is developing further. Yeah, I mean, if you were sitting short on this bar here and you didn't have a stop loss, let this be a lesson. For every NQ contract you were holding, that's an $11,000 loss. In a few minutes, for every contract you were holding, just put the order out. Even if you have to put it relatively far away, you're like, yeah, but dude, I'm swing trading. I'll just cut it at the high of day anyway. Just put the order out, dude. It's not worth it. You should have live stops in any kind of, well, I would say in every environment, because you never know when unexpected news is coming. But especially in an environment like now where news can do this and it's not the most uncommon thing in the world, have live orders out. Do yourself a favor. It's not worth the headache. If you get caught on the wrong side. There's a 2-minute chart, man. Look at that last bar here. Bear is trying to break us lower here out of that sideways trading range. I'm going to hang out on the 2-minute here. For the next minute 15, see what this bar sets up, if anything. Alright, Bears, take us lower. ATR here on a 2-minute is 65. It's crazy. There you go, bears. Stop limit sell out. Place him for the rollover. Beautiful placement. A tad of an adjustment. Give that guy. I'm going to give him 20 seconds here. See if the Bears want to take him. Three seconds. No fill, no trade. Moving on. Back to a 5 minute. 3.5 minutes out. So what do you guys think? Are we going to reverse this entire move? I don't know. We got to get down through the 20 EMA and 29K to reverse even half the move. No bearish progress at all since that last close here on the 2-minute chart. Checking out the 1 minute here. You're going to take a bet on the range here on the 1 minute. They will take it. See if the bulls can take us back up into the trading range. Risk managed. Just beneath the wick low of that previous bar, the entry bar, signal bar, I should say. Roll over. It's a 1 minute, man. It's quick. It's quick. Scalping like crazy. ATR sitting 44 on a 1 minute chart. Can you believe it? Man, 44. We've seen 7 ATRs on a 5 minute chart. This is tremendous. These bears looking like they want to reverse this thing. Let's see. All right, cut it. Keep pushing here. I want to check out a 2 minute. This is a 2 minute. What that's looking like. Honestly, I like a 1 minute better. What's a 5 doing now? About to roll over, not much. Gonna close as effectively a doji, tiny little bear body. Still think this range is interesting. Context has not snapped up trading range yet at all. Pretty clear here. The bulls see this as a big sideways range, but the bears want to reverse this move, at least half of it. Go down and test 29K. It's a battle here, man, at 29.1. All right, sitting on a 2-minute chart. And ultimately, you know, a little overextended, sure, through the range. Yeah. You could also make this argument. Maybe. Though it's a bit of a harder argument to make on any higher time frame than like a 2, maybe a 3. All right, I'm very curious to see if the bears step in and reject this, it starts looking more and more like a tight but highly volatile soft bear channel. If we're able to get up and take out the wick high of this bar, we're right back to a sideways trading range. So we're on the 5-minute chart right now. We got 41 seconds out here till this bar closes. Let's see what it can do. This bar is a big deal. All right, I'm watching that wick high right around 255-ish. The bulls can take that out. That's going to tell me we're in a sideways range rather than a soft bear channel. Bulls having a little bit of trouble as we approach the wick high here of this bigger bear body. ATR sitting 105 here on the 5-minute. Range on this bar about mid-70s. Minute 35 out till this bar closes up. "60 seconds out. Let's see if these bulls can take out this wick high. And if they can, I gotta tell you, I think we're looking at a big old sideways range, which would be about 200-ish points wide. Yes, sir, this is a big range. We are now in the upper third, by the way, of the range. 80%-ish of breakout attempts of a range will eventually fail. So for me to get long up here, if we were to get put in a new high of day, I would need to be convinced by these bulls. Otherwise, I'm looking at range scalping. Banging my head against the wall till that's no longer the case. There you go, bears. This is clearly the look. Big old trading range. Which means we got to get away from this. We're sitting about 175 points wide-ish. Maybe 200 points if you wanted to stretch it. With an ATR, though, of 106, 107, that's pretty tight. Not quite a single bar sideways range, but getting close to it. Well, this range is certainly a tough little range. What I mean by that is it's not, it's not so clean because volatility is so high. And it's still a bit thin on the book. We've more or less maintained that 500-point pop on the Trump news. This is a 2-minute chart. A 2-minute is looking a little bit ugly here with these three back to back. A 1-minute is going to look similar. Right, just a little bit more exposed. So those can clean up quick. We got to let them do so. Back to a 5-minute here. All right, I'm going to pull the old trick out. Ready? Somebody please make a phone call. Give me 2 minutes. Don't you go anywhere. All right. Still got this. What? No one can make a phone call? Did they not answer? Sitting sideways. ATR 96. It almost looks like this range is getting tighter, doesn't it? Volatility's still holding up. It's tremendous. But the order book is thin. Which leads to moves like that. You see that? It kind of stalls out in the low 29.2s and then dumps off to like 29.190 in the blink of an eye. The rungs of the ladder are far apart, so to speak. In the market depth leads to stuff like that. Can kind of make things a little bit more difficult. So I imagine we're going to break out of this little wedge, go right back into the range, which is almost 200 points wide, and then we got to get out of the sideways trading range. You know, a lot of times when you get a move like this, you'll go side, you know, we've talked about this a lot. It goes for these big news moves also, unless you get a quick reversal, like the headline comes out and then someone comes out and says, no, that's bullshit, and then it reverses, right? But I always say that, like, big bull trends, for example, you don't often get just an A-frame like reversal. You usually get the bull trend, then sideways range. Then if it's going to reverse, then it'll reverse. Usually, not always. Same thing on moves like this if you don't get a conflicting headline. At least one enough to, you know, reverse things, or a second headline that shoots things even higher. So as far as breakout probability, I know it's hard to believe looking at this bar and this bar. You're like, it's got to be 80% to the bull side, right? No, it's a lot closer than, at this point at least, after this big sideways range. I mean, it's been an hour. It is, can you believe it? It's been an hour already since that move? We're close enough to 50-50, whether we break downside or higher, if we break it all, that we need to round it off to 50-50. Let's see if somebody can grow up here and get moving here. In the meantime, let's look at a 2-minute. Well, this is a 1-minute chart. Not looking too nice, is it? Yeah, I'd encourage you to not trade a 1-minute chart, at least not right now. Back to a 5, you can see why that's happening on a 1. Was anybody sitting long, by the way, on 36? Well, I guess on my screen it's going to say 36. It's not actually bar 36, by the way. My data loads without a gap today. I saw some other people, or I guess with a gap today. Some other people were having that issue. Anyone long before this move? Come on now. There's got to be a couple of you, no? Big E was long, my man. Oh, Big E. That's all right. That's all right. We don't trade praying for moves like this, but if it's going to happen, it might as well happen in our favor. See, by the way, some of you guys wonder, you know, why do you drive manually for take profits a lot? That's why. That's why. Because that, even if it only happens less than 1% of the time, if you're going to be exposed to the downside, or I guess to your stop loss side, you might as well be exposed bigger to the take profit side, since news is 50-50. If you're going to be sitting in the chair driving manually anyway, and then you can take profit with hotkeys. Because this can make, you know, even if it happens like 1 out of every 200 trades, that can make a meaningful difference. Maybe at least offset any slippage you'll get on stop outs. And all the other trades, right? You guys want to see something ugly? Look at this. It's a 1 minute chart right now. Jesus. 2 minutes not going to look much better. There's a 2. ATR starting to fall, by the way, but still 43 here on a 2 minute. Down to 82, 83 on the ATR on a 5 minute. By the way, guys, Apex, 90% off. 90% off. I will repeat myself. And single day pass on both single accounts and the party pack. You buy 5 at a time. Same deal. The party pack's actually a little cheaper per account. So I say hit that. Code BIG, B-I-G, over at Apex. All right. Are you kidding me? Someone wanted to see the 15 minute. That's what we're looking at on 15. Ugly! 1 minute. HR down to 28 here on a 1. All right, guys. Well, I think it's time to, what? Should we head back to our caves and get ready for Pharaoh Friday tomorrow morning? Big day tomorrow. I'm out of here, guys. Code BIG, take profit trader, 40% off. No activation fee. Go hit it. Pharaoh Friday tomorrow. Rest up. Be ready. All right, see you guys soon.